Welcome to Daily Wisdom, Walking the Path with the Buddha, a podcast shared by David Roylance. This podcast is dedicated to guiding you to completely eliminate the discontent mind and the suffering it causes by attaining enlightenment. Learn and practice the teachings of Gautama Buddha that will guide you to fully attain a peaceful, calm, serene, and content mind with joy. To support this podcast, visit patreon.com/support Buddha or visit buddhadailywisdom.com, where you will discover a full range of courses, retreats, and online learning resources to assist you on the path to enlightenment. Now, here's our teacher to share more.
Sawadee-ka. Hello and welcome to Daily Wisdom, Walking the Path with the Buddha. Today is our group learning program, and we're doing our meditation session together. This is on Wednesdays. Each Wednesday, we do either Breathing Mindfulness Meditation or Loving Kindness Meditation together. And then on Sundays, we cover a chapter in this book, Developing a Life Practice, The Path That Leads to Enlightenment. And now we're on chapter 11, starting on this Sunday. So you're welcome to join here for meditation, because this is an opportunity for us to encourage, support, and motivate each other in our meditation practice. I'll be guiding you through the meditation and helping you to get deeper and deeper into your meditation. And then afterwards, we'll open up to any and all questions that you have related to the path to enlightenment. The way that we start our meditations is I start with some chanting to kind of ease the mind into meditation. Then I'll provide you some guidance once we get into the meditation. There'll be a period of time where there'll be quiet and you'll just be doing the work of actual meditation. And then we'll come out of the meditation with some more chanting. Now, these chants, there's nothing mystical or magical about them. They're not prayer. It's not rites, rituals, ceremonies, or worship. It's truly just to ease the mind into meditation and get more benefit out of the meditation itself. During the lifetime of Gautama Buddha, they used chanting in order to commit the teachings to memory and remember his teachings word for word for word. And they recited them once every 2 weeks in order to commit those teachings to memory and then be able to actually practice them in daily life. But nowadays, chanting is used primarily for moving the mind into meditation. Now, there's places that will surely share with you that there's some mystical or magical powers associated with certain chants, but this isn't what Gautama Buddha actually taught during his lifetime, and you can see the truth for yourself as you practice these chants. You can see that there's nothing mystical or magical that occurs. So I'd like to welcome all of you to our meditation session, whether you're joining live or you're listening to this on the replay. I'd like to welcome all of you and also invite you to join for the meditation. So if you'd like to take a meditation position, either seated, lying, or standing, I'll guide you in getting into a seated position. If you're on the floor, you might put some cushions or pillows or something under your rear to get your rear up in the air. This lessens the angle at your hips, knees, and ankles. And if you're in a chair, you might just be sitting with your feet flat on the floor or maybe crossed at the ankles. With your lower body comfortable, next you would like to focus on the hands and the arms. The hand position, the Buddha put his right hand over his left with his thumbs together, and then he put that into his lap. That's one option that you can use, but you can also just place your palms on your thighs, your knees, or you can even put your palms up. And in some people that maybe be sitting in a chair, you might even put your arms on the armrest of the chair. Essentially, your lower body and the hands and the arms should be completely relaxed. You're not interested in the body being luxurious, but you're also not interested in it being painful either. So as long as the body's in the middle where it's comfortable. So you should have the lower body and the hands and arms nice and comfortable. Then with the upper body, you would like the upper body to be erect. By keeping the upper body erect, this keeps the mind attentive and alert during the meditation, because this is a dedicated, active, purposeful training session where you're either eliminating certain unwholesome qualities from the mind or you're cultivating certain wholesome qualities in the mind. So you would like the mind to be attentive and alert during the meditation so that you can do this work to either eliminate the unwholesome qualities or cultivate the wholesome qualities. Now, once you're in the meditation position with the lower body and the hands and arms comfortable and the upper body erect, you would just close the eyes and start breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Here you're just establishing the breath. I'm going to do some chants to ease us into meditation, and if you know these chants, you're welcome to join along. And then afterwards, I'll come back with some more guidance to help you ease into meditation further. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Bhutang Bhagavanang Apivateyami Savakato Bhagavata Tammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sanghang Namami Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Iti piso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho Vicacaranang Sammuno Sakato Rokavito Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sati Satatawa Manusanang Bhutto Bhagavati. Okay, you'd like to just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Here you're just establishing the breath, developing a nice, steady, natural, consistent breath. Not forced or controlled, just a gradual inhale through the nose, experiencing the full breath. And whenever you get to it, a nice gradual exhale out through the nose. Breathing in and out. Breathing in out. Your breath isn't going to necessarily match up with the guidance that I'm providing. I'm just here as guidance, just to remind you to breathe. This is your practice. So wherever you get to the next inhale, breathe in through the nose, experiencing the full breath, establishing a nice, steady, natural, consistent breath. And then when you're ready, exhale out through the nose. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. With the breath well established, start fixating the mind on the breath, either the sound of the breath or the sensation of air moving into the nose. The breath is the present moment. Fixate the mind on the breath, the present moment. Breathing in out. Breathing in and out. With the mind fixated on the breath, whenever you notice that the mind is moved off the breath, cut that off, let it go, and come back to the breath, the present moment. No need to observe the thought, label it, judge it, analyze it, or even try to figure out where it's coming from. Just wherever you notice that the mind is moved off the breath, cut that off, let it go, and come back to the breath, the present moment. Breathing in out. Breathing in and out. I'm going to be quiet now and let you do this work of focusing on the breath, cutting off and letting go anytime the mind moves off the breath. You have nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. No one needs you right now. This is your time to focus on the breath. Breathing in and out. อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธมะกะวาพุทธังมะกะวันหังอภิวาเทมิสวากขาโตมะกะวะตาธัมโมธัมมังนามัสสามิสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนามามินะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะอิติปิโสภะคะวะอะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธวิจาจารณังสัมมุโนสัคคะโตโรกาวิโตอนุเตโรภุริสาธัมมาสติสัตตาตวามนุสนังพุทโธภะคะวะติ Okay, if you guys would like to ease your way out of meditation, what I'm going to do is turn things over to you guys for any questions that you might have. If you have questions, you can put those into Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom, and I'll see those in the comment section and be sure to answer any questions that you have. If you're in Zoom, you can electronically raise your hand and ask any questions or follow-up questions directly. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any questions coming in through any of the platforms. So what I'll do then is I'll just thank all of you guys for attending today's class, and at the same time invite you to join for our future classes. We hold classes on Sunday and Wednesday for the group learning program, and then on Saturdays we have the Pali Canon and English study group where we study the words of the Buddha. In each class we study a different topic. So this Sunday we're going to be in chapter 11 of this book, Developing a Life Practice, The Path That Leads to Enlightenment. This is all about developing your meditation practice. So we're going to discuss all the ins and outs about developing a meditation practice and sharing with you the 4 different types of meditations that you will need in order to reach this enlightened mental state. There's 2 primary forms that you'll need, but then there's 2 specialized that not everybody will actually need. But these 2 primary forms of meditation, everybody will need those in order to get to enlightenment. And then next Wednesday, we're going to be doing loving kindness meditation together here as a group. So I'd like to invite you to attend any of these classes, either Sunday, Wednesday, or Saturday. And I'll just wish you all a very wonderful and lovely rest of your day. Have a very wonderful day, and whatever you do, enjoy. We'll see you next time. Sawadee khap.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. To provide support for this podcast, visit patreon.com/support Buddha. To access more teachings, visit buddhadailywisdom.com. There, you will discover a full range of courses, retreats, and online resources to assist you on the path to enlightenment. Remember, to establish a daily, consistent meditation practice, along with learning and practicing these teachings. A well-developed meditation practice is the foundation in which to train the mind to attain enlightenment.